Hello, I want to make another video blog about the proper way to make a discussion thread. So I'll come up with two sample discussion threads that you probably see when you looking back. So the discussion two is about the federalism, and we're trying to see what are the proper balance between the federal power and the state powers. And in this lesson, we have learned that federalism has evolved over time in the past, and the federal government has acquired a lot more powers at the expenses of the state government. So we provide you with some reading materials, including some of the cases about the drinking age, the homosexual marriage, speeding limits, things like that. So let's take a look at the sample one. Uh, The student wrote, upon reading this question, I believe there needs to be an equal amount of power given. So that's a statement, that's okay. And then she talked about when there's too much power, no one's happy. When there was less power, and we have an unorganized government, that's all right. And no one's happy, we'll be more united, talk about our worries, but everyone has their own opinions. So basically, the student just keep talking about his personal opinions without any logical and evidential support. So if you finish reading this thread and there's no references about the ideas and concept we learned about the federalism, and no talking about what are the enumerated power, reserve powers, how has the national power increased, stuff like that. So this is just merely personal opinion without support. So let's take a look at another example. Another student posted a strong threat. So in sample two, it should be sample two here, and the student wrote, the concept of true and productive balance when it comes to the amount of power between the national government and state government is tedious. It is difficult to say when there are so many conflicting stances. Overall, I think the amount of power that national government currently has is enough. So, he stated his position, his argument clearly in the beginning. And then he mentioned about the system of cooperative federalism, which developed since the New Deal. That then, he's trying to make an active reference to the concept we studied. And then he mentioned about the case studies, using one of the cases about the COVID-19 and 10th Amendment. So you can see the student is actually making reflections what he or she has learned. And after that, student continue to talk about uh, why the cooperative federalism is so important, why we need to make the two governments to work together because especially for the COVID, the pandemic situation, it is a sheer responsibility. No one can deal with them entirely by themselves. So this is a very balanced approach and well supported with the cases that we talk about it. So that's what I'm looking at. So you probably see the comments that I made on some of your threads. So you should try to make a direct references to the readings and the theories and concepts you have learned, and to have your argument, your opinions supported by logics and by reasonings, and especially by the cases that we ask you to read. Okay, so this is true for future discussions. So you're not just sitting here, look at the prompt, just start talking without any recollection of what you have learned. without trying to make some references and trying to support your argument with the concept ideas. Okay, so I think this is one of the weaknesses I see in some of your thread. So if you can make a certain effort trying to apply what you have learned and use the concept ideas in your discussion, and you will see a great improvement in your thread. Okay, I hope this video blog helps.